Morning everybody, just going back onto what I said last night about when I lost my head a little bit after the game about we need to bring in players. I've come down to Anfield to have sort of a chat about last night's game and transfers in general. I've just done a video but bloody deleted it by accident, which is really me off. So yeah, going back to what I was saying last night with regards to transfers and that, like I say, the squad depth is a big issue at the moment with us, but the thing is, the way I look at it, you know, we've got Wijnaldum, we've got Henderson, we've got Milner, we've got Oxlade-Chamberlain, we've got Lallana in midfield. Obviously with the front three coming back, Firmino, Mane, Salah, you know, we're going to be strong on top with Origi as the fourth cover. What I was going on about is, I was thinking to myself this morning before I come down to Anfield, who do we bring in? And this is what I'm saying, who do we bring in? It's alright saying, you know, we're going to go for transfers, but then who do we bring in? So, you know, trying to throw some names out there. The only one I can think of is Kieran Tierney at Celtic. They only want 25 million for him, and he's a good left back cover for Robertson. So, you know, throw some names out there, think who you want. But like I say, Jurgen Klopp, he knows what he's doing with his team, he knows what he's doing with his squad, and I just believe that he's looked at the market, and with inflated prices and everything else, he's just decided, do you know what, I can't bring in anyone I think that's going to improve this team. And let's not forget, if you know Jurgen Klopp, when he brings somebody in, he never puts them straight in. You know, they're normally, you know, watching the formations and how we play for the first 4 to 5 to 6 months. So yeah, so basically, what do you think, boys? Just comment below on whether you think we should dive into the transfer, and girls, sorry, whether we should dive into the transfer market or not. But you know, I look at it like this. I mean, I'm not, you know, you dive in a bit with emotion, don't you, like I did last night. I was pissed off with Sevilla for the way they conducted themselves and everything else. So I mean, I'll just look at it like this. Name some names. It's all right saying we've got to buy. Name some names, and then if you think of the British transfer market at the moment, if they're British players, you ain't getting anybody average for less than 50 million. That's how ridiculous it's got. And again, I mean, look at the amount of changes we've made. And let's not forget, we played 2 games in 48 hours in heat leading up to 100 degrees. So at the end of the day, the way I look at it is, you know, a part of me thinks we should dive into the market, but then again, are these players, I mean, let's not forget, look at Naby Keita when he signed. Naby Keita when he signed, he didn't look anything like what we thought we'd bought. Let's look back to the buys that we brought in that ain't worked. Alberto Aquilani, 20 million, crap. Markovic, 20 million, crap. Andy Carroll, panic buy, 35 million, crap. There's no point in wasting money. I should imagine that Klopp's got a list of targets, and he'll probably wait for their contracts to go down another year to get them cheaper. Let's look at Nabil Fekir for an example. They wanted 50, 60 million from him. Within a year, I think he's going to go now for like 25 to 30 million. It's just something like that. And I think abroad is the only place you can go to sign players at the moment because of how inflated the British market is. So that's another thing. So, I mean, I'm as frustrated as all he is, and I understand the people that you know, listen to John W. Henry's comments regarding transfers, and for, you know, he has said that he's going to buy. He did say we're not going to settle on the Premier League being, you know, being second place in it. We're going to invest. But, you know, is it Klopp say so? I think it is. I think literally the money's there. I think the money's there, and Jurgen's saying, not yet. Just hang on a minute. Let's because I'm looking at it like this. Say he's got a kitty of 100 million, and he rolls that kitty over to January until the summer next year. You know, maybe he's waiting to just bring in a player that will go straight into the 11. There's no point bringing in players that are going to sit on the bench and killing his budget, killing his 100 million budget. I mean, there's so many things going on, but I just don't understand where all the sort of panic's coming from. We finished on 97 points last season, more than any team that's ever played there, ever, right? 97 points. We won the European Cup. Are we forgetting that we also got to the final of that Champions League with a weaker squad than the one we had this year, with Karius in goal? For God's sake, we got to the final with Karius in goal, so we've improved the squad depth anyway. We got to the final the year before that in the Europa League. This squad isn't as bad as people make out. 97 points, 1 defeat all season last year in the league, 1. So, you know, work it out. Get a piece of paper out and write down 2 lineups, and you'll see how strong it is. The 2 lineups. People are going, oh well, look at the depth when, you know, when we lose Mane, Salah, Firmino, Alisson, Wijnaldum. Hang about, that's 5 players. 5 that all start. They're not going to be out all the time. The chances are 1 will be out, possibly 2 max at a time. So I don't get where the panic's coming from, and I don't think we're in a position to panic. Panic if you're Man United. Panic if you're 6th in the league every fucking year and you're spending ridiculous money on players that are coming in and are absolute shithouses. Panic then. You know, don't panic when you're European champions. Don't panic when you've got Jurgen Klopp as manager. That's what I say, and that's just my opinion. And that's what I love about my page I'm running at the moment. I run it because I like to hear everybody else's point of views. And don't get me wrong, I've been put right on a few things I've said, but I wear my heart on my sleeve, or my badge on my heart, whatever it's called. But you know, I'm still pissed off I deleted the last live video because I'm probably talking fucking nonsense on this one. But yeah, I'm just in a confused situation as to what we do next, because part of me says go with the squad, trusting Jurgen. The other half says go for transfers, but then I look back and think he never puts transfers straight in. So you're probably looking at January anyway before they even play for us. So I don't know. That's my point. That's my issue. I don't know what you guys think. Put your comments below. Do we stay with what we've got, or do we take a risk and go and spend the budget that Klopp's got at the moment? Because it's there. I mean, anyone that thinks we've not got any money is living in Planet Cuckoo land, because we're making, I think, 100 and something million profit every season. You know, we're still owed about 90 million by Barcelona. So, you know, the money's there. The players probably ain't. And that's all I can think it is. He's looked at them players, he sees them train every day, and he's gone, he won't be better than him. In a couple of years' time, Larouci might be one of the best fullbacks in Europe, and under Klopp you can't rule that out. And that's what I'm thinking. Adam Lewis, incredible left foot, great deliverer of set pieces. Harry Wilson, to me, I think we should cash in on. You know, to me, he's just too lightweight. He got knocked off the ball quite a lot yesterday, which is quite frustrating. And his free kicks, he rams them in from 40 yards for Derby, but he keeps hitting the pissing ball for us, which is doing my nutting as well. So, you know, to me, I'd cash in on Harry Wilson, take 20 million for him. I'd also see what Rangers are willing to pay for Ryan Kent, who it looks pretty decent, but again, he ain't going to get in the team. This is what I'm saying, he's not going to get in the team. So, if we do lose the squad depth that I think we've got now, then we have to go in the market. We do. But at the same time, who knows? I'm not Jurgen fucking Klopp, and I don't work for FSG. I don't know what money's there, and I don't know what he's got up his sleeve. But I know one thing. I've watched 3 European finals under Jurgen Klopp. I was at Wembley for the Capital Cup, or Carabao, or whatever it was bloody called then. And you know, just think if we'd have won them, we'd be talking about one of the most successful eras in Liverpool's history. That's not a coincidence. The squad is good enough. It's getting to finals. It's getting record points in the league. So, to me, bang your thoughts below. What do you think? That's just me giving you my opinions from a sunny Anfield and a bloody windy Anfield as well. You'll never walk alone.